Beloved, welcome back. In yesterday's video, we went over all of the hand tools that a professional homeowner would need to defend his home from wildland fire. Today, we're going to be covering the amazing Qtac fire skid. Now, this brings firefighting or home firefighting to the next level. We're going to start by setting up a draft, and I'll show you some of the amazing capabilities of this fire skid. One of the most difficult things in wildland firefighting is how do you get access to water? I was told by a fire boss that it costs about the same as a gallon of milk to get water onto a fire when you factor in all of the pumps and the manpower and the equipment. So it's really a precious resource. We can only carry so much. Like if you're going to go in and tackle a fire and with a 20-man hand crew, how much water can you actually pack at over 7 pounds a gallon? So having the ability to utilize a source in the forest, a pond, a river, a stream, and stick a hose in it and have an unlimited supply of water, well, that really is a silver bullet, and that's what we're going to try to attempt right now. Actually, this is not a great place for drafting. One is it's pretty far away from the water, and two is we're pretty high above the water. Theoretically, you should be able, at sea level, to lift water from a source into a pump inlet 25 feet. That's pretty impressive. Now, I don't think that's ever been done. That would be in a perfect situation, theoretically. What's realistic? In my experience, anything over 10 feet, I find it to be extremely challenging. Let's go see if we can find a more suitable location. Whoa, these are dangerous shoes. Oh, just about did it again. Got too close to the edge, so be warned. Fun fact, my sister was telling me that there was a study that was done years ago about people that walk on cobblestones, like in third world countries, don't have Alzheimer's, and it was speculated that the constant decision making that is involved in keeping yourself balanced on an uneven floor or uneven walking surface stimulates the mind to grow and to resist the aging process or dementia, whatever you want to call it. I'm not a doctor, what do I know, but that's very interesting, isn't it? What makes these shoes so dangerous? As you guys know, I love my Polish-made Magic shoes, the Alaskan model, barefoot shoes. Beloved, if you're walking in traditional Western shoes, the more I look into this, the more I research it, the more I'm of the belief that these are crippling your body. Get out of shoes that pinch your feet, that pinch your toes together. Get out of shoes that lift you really high in the heel for your day-to-day wear. Get wide, barefoot shoes like this. These are among probably in the top 5 shoes I've ever had. However, I will preface this. If you do not have cat-like reflexes like me, then be warned, these are slippery. These soles are treacherous on snow and ice or grass. Today I'm wearing the Alaskan from Magic Feet from Poland, Filson of Seattle double tin pant. I'm wearing the excellent Ironheart CPO shirt in 18-ounce vintage denim that has not been washed yet, and the fades are getting ridiculous, absolutely beautiful. Inside I've got a Filson Western wool vest, and under that an Ironheart ultra heavyweight flannel, double brushed on the inside, very soft, very comfortable. The belt is an Ironheart veg tanned leather with solid brass buckle, and that makes up the ensemble. Is that going to reach? Yeah, I think so. Got a hard suction here. Hard suction is required for any time you need to draft water. This is a piece of kit that I started recently carrying. You know, I think a lot of you guys have your tactical headset, you know, your Peltors and stuff. And do you use them? Because I didn't. I bought all this nice equipment and then put it away in a tactical box, you know, break in case of war type of thing. And I thought, you know what? You've got this equipment. Use it. Don't you just love the Honda GX, the greatest small engine ever created? The sign of quality, you're looking for that metal white tank. If it's a red Honda with a metal white tank, you got the best engine money can buy, in my opinion. Will it start first time? Cold start on the Honda? Of course it will. We have everything connected. We've got our hard suction into a good, reliable supply. We have got to wean this pump off of this one which feeds from its own supply in the tank, over to this one. Goodness, it's getting cold and the wind's picking up. Gonna have to put on my East Coast sissy mittens. All right, let us proceed. Won't take me long to get my hand off a hot muffler. Okay, that's full throttle under a load, recirculating its own water. Now we're gonna make the switch. That quickly. I'll step over here to get away from that racket, but you can see that the tank is full. We're not pumping water from the tank anymore. We are pulling directly out of the source, whatever that is. Could be a pond, could be a river, could be a stream. But now we've got an unlimited supply of water. We can do one of two things. We can refill our tank and go to a different location, or we can set up a hose lay right here and just pump indefinitely all the water we want, provided we don't run out of gas. Now you can start to see the potential of a fire skid like this. If there was a fire in that tree line or the firewood or even the tent, we could effectively go to it, or at least get a hose lay to it to protect our own. Also, whenever you're shutting an engine down, I see this mistake made all the time. If you're running it hard, gas, diesel, let it cool down, let it idle a little bit. Let it, don't just run the guts out of it and then just shut it off. That really hurts the soul to see that. That's my basic overview of how fire pumps work. Gentlemen, you need to know a couple things. You need to know how these mechanical things function and how, just a basic understanding. And more important than that is you need to know how small engines work. Jack has, and I'm not going to dog on all of his friends, it's not all, but he's got some friends that come over, and I'm just shocked that their ineptitude, they don't understand anything. They wouldn't know how to mix gas, they wouldn't know the difference between a 2-stroke and a 4-stroke, and it really is pathetic when you think about it. Have a basic understanding of what a 2-stroke is, what a 4-stroke is. You know, if you take a little bit of time and go on, there's some really great tutorials. Just have that basic understanding so you don't look like a fool when you're in the presence of real men. Here's another fun fact. Bulletproof tires, run flat tires. You can drill a 4-inch, 5-inch hole in the sidewall of these and they will not go flat. They are run flat. And I put the same ones on my quad with the same bolt pattern. So if we needed to swap back and forth, all tires are going to match and never flat. It's impossible. Now, you didn't actually think I was going to end this video without showing you guys that new 1-inch yard hydrant. So how does he know how to stop perfectly to always be in frame, you ask yourself? Well, I put that little rock down there, I know to stop my tire right there. Truth is going to be the new currency. You know, in the past, for the last decade or so, celebrity, especially like content creators, that's been currency. You can translate celebrity, if you're talented or not, into currency, into wealth, right? But in the future, with everyone having access to all these creative tools, especially through AI, that what we're doing today is going to be just commonplace. It won't take any special knowledge or ability. It's going to be everywhere. So it's going to be impossible to distinguish what is true and what is not true. What's going to be really in demand, this is my, I'm going to give a prediction for the future, is things that are absolutely human and genuine, 100%. So I'm going to make sure that it's always, I'm going to share with you when things fail. I'm going to give you, just whatever's happening. I'm not going to try to project an image or something that doesn't exist, because I think that in the future, honesty, truth, and genuine content that's really happening is going to be more valuable than all of the fake AI digital products out there that are going to be just flooding the market. That's just my opinion. If you're wondering what's going on here, we're building a 18 by 24 log cabin, and I brought the water main in. I put in 2 hydrants. These are frost-free hydrants. It's a way to have water that won't freeze in cold climates. This one is 3/4 and the other one is 1 inch. We're going to test today What's the difference? The pressure will be the same, but how much quicker will the fire skid fill on the 1 inch over the 3/4? We'll time it. Gentlemen, it just dawned on me that we're using a 3/4 inch hose. That might stymie our efforts, but we'll push forward anyway. Here we go. We'll call it 3.5 to full. Take a look at this beauty, 1 inch. It's the little things in life, gentlemen. I was thinking that the 3/4 would be a restriction. I've got the same hose up here. I buy these real rubber, not the fake vinyl ones, and these last a lot better. These are the ones they use like in the slaughterhouses. Super tough. But this is also got a 3/4. This is 3/4 here. I can see from the adapter. So we'll see. We'll find out. I don't know what's really going to happen. But look at this. This is a nice unit. Goodness. That is giving me the fizz. Design where it can be repaired. Everything comes out the top, so you don't have to dig it up. Solid brass. Yes. These compression plugs are simple but clever. 2 cones that, when screwed together, push out the rubber gasket. Get our stopwatch out, reset, ready, 3, 2, 1, and start. Just reading through some of the comments, something that comes up all the time is, it must be nice, and why don't you get a real job? And that always tickles me, as if getting like a regular 9 to 5 is, if like that's the goal. That's not the goal, beloved. The goal, this is the goal. The goal is to have land and to be able to have an ability or a business to work and do your own thing and to have control over your time. So for someone that tells me to get a real job is, it's the cart pulling the horse. It's backwards. It's the other way around. But it always tickles me. Is that still running? This is way slower. I'm going to call that full. Goodness, what an incredible fail that was. That is very mysterious, and I cannot give an account for as to why that is. 2 different manufacturers. It's not an elevation thing. We're not pushing up more than maybe 2 or 3 feet, if that, and yet it's much, much slower than the 3/4. So I have no idea, but there's a bottleneck. Maybe it's down inside, but I ran the whole 1 inch main. This is fed by 1 inch, that's fed by 3/4, so it's properly done. But I would say that this is maybe not such a skookum unit as I thought it was, and don't waste your money, just get the 3/4. All right, beloved, well, that's about all the time for today, and it's starting to rain. I think I'm gonna head inside the shop and build a fire. May God bless you and your families. Please keep our family in your prayers. We pray for you constantly. May God bless you all, and we'll see you all on the next video. Boy, there's a rock in the road.